Hi, everyone, and welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Betsy Dwight, and I am a certified EFT tapping practitioner, and I have a background as a psychotherapist. So today I'll be guiding you through an EFT tapping practice, which is focused on cultivating self compassion for yourself as a clinician. So in this work that you do, you are holding so much for others. You're holding their struggles, their pain, and their hope for their healing. And often it's likely that you hold yourself to an impossibly high standard during this whole process. So, for example, there are times when you feel like you're not doing enough, or there's an intervention that you did and it just didn't land very well, or progress is creeping along slow at best. And so when these things are happening in our practice, it's easy to slip into self criticism. So today's tapping sequence is about turning that compassion towards yourself. So it's about offering the same understanding and care to yourself that you so freely are giving to others on a daily basis. So before we begin our tapping, make sure that you're in a quiet place where you can focus on yourself for just the next few minutes. So I know as a mental health clinician, you're trained to show up with empathy, with patience, with presence for your clients. But when it comes to yourself, if you're anything like me, you can be your own hardest critic. So maybe you've experienced the thoughts of, I should have done more, or I could have handled that so much better, or I can't make a mistake because if I do, then they'll think I'm incompetent and then everything's going to fall apart. So self compassion doesn't mean that you're lowering your standards. It means that you're acknowledging your own humanness and you're embracing imperfection and giving yourself the grace that you would offer to any other person in your same situation. So, and tapping can help with this. Tapping can help quiet that inner critic, soften the judgment, and help return the balance to a more kind relationship with yourself. So, before we start tapping, let's just take a moment to pause and check in with yourself. So, close your eyes or lower your gaze, take in a slow breath and release, and notice. How do you respond when you make a mistake or you feel like you fell short on an expectation? Do you feel tension somewhere? Maybe it's in your chest, maybe it's in your jaw, or maybe there's shame kind of swirling around in your stomach, or that critical voice in your mind is starting to get really loud. Notice what's present for you when you recall a time when you feel like you messed up. Now give that feeling a number between 0 to 10. 0 means that it's not very intense. 10 means it's quite overwhelming. And keep that rating, that number in your mind, and we'll begin our tapping. And after our tapping, we will reassess that number. We'll start our tapping by saying the setup statements. And as you may know, we say these statements 3 times, and you can repeat after me and change my words to best fit what you're experiencing. So, coming to the side of the hand, and we'll start by acknowledging what's present. So, even though I'm being really hard on myself, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I often expect perfection and I made a mistake, I'm choosing kindness right now. Even though my inner critic feels so loud, I honor this intention to care for myself. And coming up to the inside of the eye, this pressure I put on myself, coming to the side of the eye, I'm noticing the voice that says, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing it right. What is your voice saying to you? And voice it out loud. Coming under the eye. There's so much self-criticism happening. Coming under the nose. And I feel the weight of these judgments. Coming to the chin. I'm just wanting to be perfect and perceived as competent. Coming to the collarbones. I feel like I'm carrying so much responsibility. Coming under the arm. I'm finding it hard to offer myself compassion. Coming to the top of the head. This inner critic, it's always here. Okay, coming to the inside of the eye. Letting go of this need to be perfect. Coming to the side of the eye. Noticing the pressure that I'm placing on myself and choosing to let it go. Coming under the eye. I acknowledge the harsh inner voice and I'm asking it to soften. Coming under the nose. I'm letting myself know that it's safe to be a human that makes mistakes. Coming to the chin. I don't have to get everything right. Coming to the collarbones. I'm allowing myself to make mistakes. Coming under the arm. Freeing myself from the self-judgment. Coming to the top of the head. Choosing gentleness with myself. And coming back to the inside of the eye for round 3. I can treat myself with the same compassion that I give others. Into the side of the eye. I deserve kindness too. Coming under the eye. My humanness is not a flaw. It's my strength. Coming under the nose. I can hold myself with understanding. Coming to the chin. Let's take a deep breath here. Letting go of our self-judgments. Collarbones. I can be patient with myself. Coming under the arm. My compassion flows inward towards myself too. Coming to the top of the head. I honor my heart and my effort and my humanness. Coming to round 4. We'll start with a visualization. The eyebrow point. I imagine placing my hand gently on my heart. Into the side of the eye, sending warmth and comfort inward. Under the eye, I see myself surrounded by compassion. Maybe there's a color of a light that's surrounding you that represents compassion. Imagine that. Coming under the nose, like a soft blanket of kindness. Coming to the chin, I am worthy of the same care that I give others. Notice what comes up when you think about that. Coming to the collarbones, I am gentle with myself. Coming under the arm, I embody compassion for myself and for my clients. Imagine it being like a two-way street of this compassion flowing out and compassion flowing in. Coming to the top of the head, I am enough exactly as I am. And coming back to the body and take a deep breath in and exhale. Now check back in with your number from earlier before we started tapping. Has the intensity softened, even just a little? Do you feel more open, more gentle, maybe more present with yourself, more in your body? And if there's still stuff there, keep tapping until that intensity of that sensation goes down. And know that self-compassion is not weakness. It's not selfish. It's the foundation that allows you to keep showing up for others with a sense of clarity and realness of being your true self in the helping role. Thank you so much for tapping with me today. I so appreciate you being here. And if you would like more tools for staying steady and building your self-compassion, please check out my 2 different offerings for one-on-one work. So we have the Grounded Clinician and the Groundwork, and you can find details about them in the links in the description below. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and reach out. If this video supported you, please give it a like so that other clinicians can find this video and feel supported in this work that they're doing. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel so that we can continue to build the supportive community of supporting those who support others. And I will see you in the next video.